this demonstration, we're going to explain risk policies and how simple it is to create them using CaoSys' CS Comply applications. Then we'll show you how our tools make it easy for you to create your own. Risk policies define application access that would allow a user to commit fraud, influence data integrity, impact system availability, or negatively impact system manageability. CaoSys' CS Comply integrates seamlessly with your Oracle EBS system. It requires no additional hardware or software and can be installed and configured in less than a week. By having a tool that creates SOD policies built into your Oracle EBS system, you can quickly compare your live security to your risk policies and see what users and responsibilities violate your policies. This empowers you to take action and remediate or mitigate those risks. Now, let's have a look at CS Comply in action. Here I am logging into Oracle EBS. Our software is built using the EBS development toolkit, so all of the responsibilities, applications, and forms are built to be completely integrated with the Oracle EBS applications, their logic, and architecture. First, I'm going to select the responsibility of CS Comply Superuser. As you can see, the CS Comply suite is comprised of many applications. For this demonstration, we'll focus on a few of the applications used to create risk policies. To build a risk policy, we'll start by opening up the segregation of duties section and select the conflict matrix by class. Our risk model starts with the class. In this example, our class represents a business process like procure to pay. Below the class are risk policies, which we will also call rules. In this example, we have two defined types of risks. A paired risk is a rule defined by user access to two or more processes, like entering AP payments or entering AP invoices. There are also single high-risk rules, like users who have access to enter suppliers. Within each rule, we have the entity. Entities allow us to group the individual functions that make up the processes defined by my rule. This brings us to the last level in the hierarchy, which are the actual functions. These are the applications that allow a user to execute the processes defined in my rules. Now, let's see how it looks in CS Comply. This is the conflict matrix by class. I'm highlighting my class called Procure to Pay. This screen gives me summary information about each of my classes, like the number of rules I've created, the total number of risks they represent, the modes my rules are in, which we'll talk about later, and a summary of all the user conflicts found in my last scan. To find the rules in my class, I click on the Define View matrix at the bottom of the screen. For paired risks, you'll define an allowable entity and a conflicting entity. In our example, our allowable entity is entering AP payments, and our conflicting entity is entering AP invoices. Here you will also document what the risk is and any mitigating controls you may have. This is also where you set which mode the rule is in. In Detect mode, the rule is compared against live security, where you can review the detailed results of users and their violations. In Approve mode, anytime a system administrator tries to grant responsibilities to users that will violate the rule, the access will be denied until the request is reviewed and approved in an approval workflow application. In Prevent mode, EBS security will automatically stop responsibilities from being granted if it will cause a rule violation. To see the actual functions that make up each entity, just highlight the entity and click the Define View Entities button. Now I can see all of the functions. I can also toggle functions on or off, and I can add my custom functions as well. Once your rules are built, you're ready to run the scan job that will compare your rules against your live security. This batch job is run from the Reports menu. Here, I'm selecting the conflict scan. I'm going to run my scan so that it includes all of my classes and rules. I can see the results of my scan by going to the CSE process log. Here you can see that a scan of over 3,000 users across 20 risk policies runs in about 14 seconds. We'll review those results in the next video in this series called Analyzing and Reviewing Security Audit Results. For more information about our other products and to schedule a live demo, visit us on the web at www.caosoftware.com.